I'm Matthew, I'm 18 years old and I've lived in New Zealand my whole life, and last season I made the jump to come overseas and compete in the EWS season. But there was an issue. I had no money, I was alone, had no car license even, and I just needed to work out myself how I was going to actually get to all the events that season. So I had my bike, so I decided I'd bike to all the events. Over the season I ended up biking almost 4,000 kilometres to get to these events and partake in them. And at the end of the season I finished 13th overall in the U21. So I've just been in finale on the coast of Italy, and I've biked over here to Lenzerheide in Switzerland. So next weekend I've got an event in Leogang, and thought it just made sense to stop here in Lenzerheide to soak in the World Cup atmosphere. It took about 1.5 days to get here and about 28 hours of moving time on the bike. So yeah, it was a big shift to get here. And it was just under 1,000 kilometres and 7,000 vertical metres. And I had a climb which was 2,000 metres in one hit. So yeah, that was a tough one. So we're at the top of the Lenzerheide downhill course. There's been a few changes this year. We've got a new start. We missed out on the old bike park turns and we're just into a wide open field, and then we're back into the last year's course after that. So the top's fast and steep, and then we go into a few highway sections, some jumps, we just hold it flat out, and then the bottom gets a bit more bermy and technical, and you've just got to hold it pinned until you get to the bottom. So this is our first key section of the course. Last year we saw lots of people either gain or lose lots of time here. And what makes it so difficult is that there's so many line choices and it holds moisture. So there's lots of slick stones in there which people will just get caught out by. So this here is the motorway section. So the athletes will be coming in here super fast, too fast to pedal. So what they'll be doing is they'll be tucking and pumping, and they'll be wanting to stick low on the jumps and just tuck and pump that speed out of the surface of the jumps. So this is one of the steepest parts on course, and with the tight corner at the bottom with no support, it's a super hard section to get perfect. There's multiple line choices up there, which it's hard to decipher which is going to be best. So yeah, all the athletes have been puzzling about this all weekend. So here we have one corner with about 4 lines on it. People are going to need to debate whether they go full outside, take lots of exit speed out, or cut full inside and take almost no exit speed out. And then there's a couple lines in between, and yeah, it's hard to know what's quickest, because you can either come fast in and slow out, or slow in and fast out. So it's Monday morning, the World Cup's all finished, and I'm about to set off to Leogang, and this is my setup. In my helmet is where I keep all my snacks. In here I keep my devices such as power banks, charging cords, spares, and then in here is where I keep all my other spares such as spare tube, pump, patch kits and all that. In the back here is where I keep my camping setup, so I've got a tent, sleeping mat, sleeping bag, and also some spare clothes. Sweet, let's go, come follow me amongst these amazing landscapes. So made a quick stop, fueling up, chilling down, and now I've got a big ascent ahead of me, which I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, so I put some slick tyres on my bike just to make the bike move quicker. Yeah, if I kept my downhill tyres on there, I'd be moving a lot slower and it'd be a lot harder on my legs. I made my way up the valley, climbing up to the top of the pass, and just before the top of the pass I got pulled over by the police and was told that I wasn't allowed to bike over the pass. The pass was shut for bikes. I ended up jumping in a car to the top of the pass and yeah, made it over safely. So after that pass it was mostly downhill and mostly flat until Leogang, except for one big hill at the end. I ended up biking for most of the night. I slept about 2 hours just because I couldn't keep my eyes open, and yeah, just needed some time to stop and chill out. So yeah, it was quite a mission, but I've made it here in Leogang and yeah, stoked to be here. Today we got to check out all the stages. So we had 6 stages today. We've got some here in Leogang, some in Selbach on the other side of the hill, and basically we only get to scout out each stage once. So we just have to do our best to make the most of looking at lines and sessioning sections. Feeling quite tired, but I'm excited to get into it and get started. So yeah, looking forward to it. Yeah, so basically I'm a one-man team. I work on my bike myself, I wash my bike myself, I get to the events myself, it's all me. And yeah, I mean it's a lot tougher, but I've only got myself to blame when I mess up, so yeah, there's that. But yeah, it makes days long, tough, and yeah, I'm quite often tired, but yeah, it's all worth it in the end most of the time. So unfortunately today was cut short. Only about 30 seconds into stage 1, I came over a blind jump, and then on my line was a square edged stone that I just hit with my back wheel. I blew up my back tyre and my back wheel, and yeah, that was my day over. I unfortunately couldn't come back after that because I couldn't swap wheels and I wasn't able to fix it, so yeah, had a short day. Yeah, so now that we're all finished with Leogang, I'm heading to Val di Fassa next. So yeah, back into Italy, back into the mountains, and hopefully I can keep the bike in one piece there.